Hi everyone, I'm Kazo, and I'm here with Martinz.
Hi, hello.
I'm so grateful that you're here because, I won't be able to talk much because this game is a game where you have to control the car's engine speed with your voice and voice only, precisely with your pitch. And if the idea of me making engine sounds all the time throughout the run doesn't sound obnoxious to you,
Don't worry, because I'm also here.
I'm gonna prove you so wrong. All right, let's go. We're gonna play all tracks. I'm choosing the character with the lowest pitch range because that's the easiest for me to get. And for the first two tracks, I'm gonna only hold the highs because they're easy. So, in 3, 2, 1, and go.
So yeah, if you were hoping to hear more of Kazo, unfortunately I am here to disappoint you. He will be too busy pretending he's a car engine. Welcome to Racing Pitch, a game in which you control your car exclusively by your voice. This track, the first track, is pretty straightforward. We have those security walls on the turns, which pretty much let us go at almost full speed. Second track in a vaguely German-sounding place, which I don't think exists, but please prove me wrong, is pretty based around those straights and security walls and turns, so we can go high pitch all the way. One note that I want to make here, it doesn't really matter what volume Kazo chooses, because the only thing the game takes into account is the pitch. If you're wondering about the character in the bottom left corner, the characters represent how balanced your car is. And the further away the hat of this character moves from the head, the less balance the car has. So yeah, we're seeing the hat mechanic in play when the car moves like parallel to the axis in the middle of the track. Now we're moving to track 3. Our first challenge with one unwalled turn, which it's after that zigzag close to the beginning, and the rest of the track is pretty straightforward, like high pitch all the way. So yeah, this is the unwalled turn that I was talking about. So, Kazo, we've only just started. How are you doing?
Well, pretty well, to be honest. Like, this turn is going really nice.
Look, just listen to the balance of pitch in that man's voice. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, there's not that much to talk about in terms of mechanics. I think, Jesus Christ, is Jason Bourne. Yeah, I think it's pretty comprehensible what's going on, even if it's a little bit obnoxious, the constant sounds. But yeah, the gimmick of this track is that a lot of these walls that we see make it seem like the track is pretty safe to go high pitch on. But yeah, it's really easy to get deceived like that. It's really easy to spin out. And what it's also really likely to cause the car to spin out is stops in the sound. Because when Kazo is maintaining the same pitch, but suddenly, like, for example, runs out of breath, the car will detect that something happened to the engine, and it's going to start skidding out. Now for track 5, we're close to the middle. The structure of this track is pretty similar to the previous one. Few straight roads we have to take at full speed, and then some turns for which we have to slow down. And as we move on through the levels, we will see less and less of those security walls, which will mean that Kazo will have to remain in full control of the car. Will have to remain, focused, really calculative about what pitch he wants to adapt. And yeah, little did I know, even though he's the one doing all the sounds, I am also straining my voice here. So this is kind of like division of labor kind of stuff. So I hope you don't hate me too much, Kazo, when I just...
No, it's fine, it's really fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take this opportunity to drink a glass of water. Refreshing. Wouldn't you like to do that?
I have my glass of gas.
I've been outplayed. Right, and now track 6, the halfway point of the game. This is the first track in which we will see a combination of non-wall turns. And if you want to go, and yeah, this is the part without any walls. You can skid through this pretty quickly if you take on the right pitch, but it's pretty complicated. You have to, yeah, it's really easy to do that. And the further on we go, the less walls we will see as, you know, added difficulty. It's not that hard to finish the game, but it's definitely a challenge to finish it with a good time. And yeah, those walls can often do you more harm than good. Like, just like you could see, the security wall actually made Chazo's car bounce in the opposite direction and it spun out. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of the second lap. Track 7. Some turns here can be taken at full speed if the car slows down immediately after to readjust with a wall. And yeah, I think this is our first U-turn that we see in the run. And yeah, this is a really deceiving part here, because you may think it's just a straight that you can take at full speed, but no, there's a zigzag and you have to take that into account, otherwise you're easily going to spin out. How's your voice holding up?
Pretty well.
What a talented man, seriously. Balancing whatever racing pitch is with doing commentary. How many of your friends know that? How many of your friends are able to do that? And another case of the security wall actually being a disservice to the run here. But we're closing on with the finish line of this track. This is the last turn. And now for track 8. This is the first very difficult U-turn. And similarly to the previous track, a lot of turns which you may want... Yeah, this is the difficult U-turn here that has to be taken carefully. Anyway, a lot of straight lines that you might want to take at full speed, but you really should not. And yeah, the car went too much off balance. And yeah. Are you surprised by this track?
Pretty, you know, not really. I have shark drawings right next to me.
Yeah, it's actually like, how do I say it? It's really nice to be working with Chazo here, because I know absolutely nothing about this game. I have never played it, but since, you know, we were like back to back, our runs were right next to each other on the schedule, we decided that, hey, we might as well just commentate each other's runs. And we prepared notes for each other, and Chazo actually ended up drawing maps for me for these tracks, so I have an idea of how the entire course looks like. Navigating through those zigzags, those sudden turns really well. Track 9, I can't even guess which country that one is based on, because the names of the tracks are entirely fictional, but based on some real countries, real cultures or locations. And yeah, the biggest difficulty here is this unwalled section that Chazo just completed. Left, right, left, right, left. If you take on a specific speed, the car should just go for turns on its own without any issue. Because, you know, the skids will end up balancing each other out. And speaking of a perfect tone, one thing that Kazo brought up when he was doing this in the past was this interest in what would a task of this game look like? If you were to prepare a sound file and play it into a virtual microphone, for example, how would the run look like? How would racing pitch sound like? That's an interesting topic to me, though I wouldn't really know where to start with that one. Have you tried recording yourself for that one, Kazo?
Not really, but maybe it would work.
Okay, this track has a distinctly Japanese sounding name. A couple of slow sections. We get a couple of full speed sections near the middle. The track will cross over itself at one point. It's a bit of everything. It's kind of a final test before the final test. Because believe it or not, we're actually approaching the end. Getting close. Because this is the second to last track in the game. Definitely not complaining about the lack of security walls, are you?
Yeah, surely not.
Yeah. Really taking a careful approach here to these turns. What I actually love about listening to this race, to this run, is the silence in between the sounds, in which you have to figure out.
Sometimes I have to go quiet in order to hit a wall better.
So yeah, after this run, I'm guessing you're gonna do some vocal exercises. Just refresh your voice a bit.
This is my vocal exercise.
I mean, yeah, it is an exercise, but you also gotta get yourself out of this mindset. And now, heads up to the tech crew. This is the final track of the game. Only one lap. So yeah, be ready on time when we cross the finish line here. This track has pretty much no helpful walls here. A lot of zigzags, like you can see here. The screen is completely filled with those wild turns you have to take. Zigzags, U-turns, a lot of really good skids necessary if you want to go fast. This track, fittingly enough for a final test, it has it all. You can see this curved wall, which serves no purpose other than to make sure that if you end up bouncing into this wall, you're just gonna bounce off with double the power, I think. Now for the donut part of the course. It's like closed circle. It's rough, definitely. Hey, I'm not playing this game and I'm already tired. We were actually thinking with Kazo what we were going to call this little double feature of ours. Because these are not racing games, these are vehicle games, car games if you will. But the racing itself is kind of unusual. And time!
Alright, so after all this time you can finally hear my voice. I do sound normal from time to time. But yeah, this is what racing pitch is. If you're interested, I know nobody. But yeah, if you're interested, feel free to look for it. It's from 2006. But, well, I pretty know what to say about it. Like, my voice is kind of tired, and honestly, no wonder.
So yeah,
but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope my voice wasn't too obnoxious, but that's kind of what it is. But still, Martinz, thank you so much for being here, because without you...
Thank you for having me. I think this run speaks for itself, first and foremost.
Yeah, to be honest, that's right. And alright, that's it for Racing Pitch, and get ready for Need for Speed.
Holy moly, that was video games. That was peak video games. Thank you very much to Kaz for that peek inside just what video games can be. In the meantime, we've got coming up Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, All Tracks Moby Dick. Now, when you think of All Tracks Moby Dick, you might be thinking, what does that mean? Is he going to recite the entirety of Moby Dick as he races? You're going to have to stick around to find out. We got a lot of donations that came in during that last run. I wonder why. $50 from Medinoc, who says, so the silly block blends into the racing block? Great runs of lovely, quirky games. Shout outs to the marble with the humming man inside. Well, okay, let me just sort of correct some, perhaps, misconceptions here. This is still very much silly block, my friend. And we are going to be very, very silly for the next few runs. Wheels or no? $25 from Gene Freak, who says, Summer Games Done Quick Marathon is the highlight of the summer. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Gene Freak. $25 from Farinil, who just says, Okay, y'all are gonna have me doing that for just the next few hours, aren't you? That's fine, that's fine. I'm here for it. $5 from Himali. Oh my gosh, Racing Pitch has to be the greatest game I've ever seen run in GDQ history. Thank you, Kazo, for this gem of a run. Best of luck. Thank you for your generous donation. Now, speaking of things that you can do to help out here at Games Done Quick, did you know that all revenue after taxes that GDQ earns from subscriptions and bids for the month of July will be donated to MSF? That's right. Every single thing that you do over there on twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick, subs and bits, all the revenue after taxes goes to MSF. So let me go ahead and put in my sub right there. You know, you can do that with Prime Gaming. You can do that with whatever you got on you. It's cheap, it's easy, it's fun. Join us. We've got $25 from Grimion, who says, Thanks. I'm gonna kind of get ready for myself here. Take some lozenges. You know, I can just do that at a moment's notice. It's great. In fact, $10 from Coolbird, who says donating to get Kazo some throat lozenges. Hey, we can be lozenge pals. $5 from Nixeris. This Racing Pitch run is the most insane thing I've ever seen at a GDQ, and I watched that Legend of Paper Mario run a few days ago. Donation can go to the host choice. Oh, well, thank you very much. If I had to pick, you know what? We've got some really, really cool incentives coming up. Again, my choice is Spaghetti Western for Alt F4, 100%. Right now, that bid war is, y'all have not joined me here on the Spaghetti Western side. Spaghetti Western still at 105 compared to Medieval Circus's 302 and Peppy Jazz's 320. Chat asking if I got advance warning that this would happen. No, but you know what? I'm here for it. And I've got perfect pitch. That's not true, but I'm going to do my best. Ping says $25. The deep breath was actually in the comments. So thank you for your help there, Ping. I really appreciate that. Bryce gives $25 and says, honk. Wow, we're just kind of crossing the meme streams here, aren't we? That's okay. That's okay. I think we can do that. Oh, chat realizes I see that. I can see you, chat. I'm watching. We're all watching. $25 from Screaming Marble Man, who says, racing pitch is the most amazing thing I think I've seen at a GDQ. Hype! $5 from Smash 3K, who says, get this man a room temperature bottle of water. Great thing to watch while sleep deprived. Thank you so much, Smash. I'm gonna do that for I've got tea for me. I don't know about Kaz. $50 from Jay Papey, had to donate to Kazo and his incredible voice. Gotta go. $10 from Andrew's Edge. Out of 10. I would say that run was an out of 10. Sorry, I do have out of 10. The pitch is important. The pitch is very important. $10 from Pywacket Barchetta, who says, no better way to start the day than watching dozens of race cars get dumped in the Seine. Looking forward to the remaining racing runs and very stoked to see Porsche Unleashed here this time. That's coming up right after this segment. Porsche Unleashed. It's gonna be something else. People are like, why is Need for Speed here? Isn't that like, who would speed run Need for? Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. You're gonna love it. Let's do some normal stuff. $10 from Uwu, who says, chat, in case you haven't forgotten or haven't been reminded today, you're cute, handsome, and or breathtaking. Chat, let me be the first to tell you, you're all of those things. You're all of them. Wrapped into one. You know what else is all of those things wrapped into one? It's gonna be this next run of Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed by Cosmic the Dolphin. Take it away.